everyone! So I'm creating this new segment called DIY Disney Park Food. It's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. I'm a huge fan of all things Disney and especially the food that they have in the park. So basically this segment's just going to be taking some of my favorite park foods and creating it at home with easy recipes and stuff that you could also make too. Today we're going to be making the bacon mac and cheese cone from Cars Land. It's one of my favorite foods in the whole park. And right now I'll just be heading to Walmart to pick up some of the ingredients that I don't already have. And then, yep, so we'll just see where it goes from there. So I just got home from Walmart and this is what I picked up. So I got this French bread, which I'm gonna end up using for the cone part of the mac and cheese, so like the outside part. I was just trying to find like bread bowls. I saw one online. It was like a 4-pack and it was like little mini bread bowls that you could carve, but unfortunately they didn't have it in the store. They only had like a super huge one. Wasn't feeling it, so I figured maybe if I get this, it's the French bread, so it's pretty soft. I figure I could just like cut it into little pieces and then carve into it, but we'll see how that goes. And I also picked up Kool-Aid, not using this obviously for the mac and cheese, but this will be for a future project, so you'll just have to stay tuned on that. And now we are ready for the next part. Now we're in the kitchen and we are almost ready to start cooking. I have all my ingredients right in front of me. So I have the Kraft macaroni and cheese, the French bread that I just picked up from Walmart, bacon that I pre-cooked yesterday, and little McCormick bacon pieces. Now, if you don't want to have to go through the hassle of cooking fresh bacon, this would probably be your best alternative. You could just sprinkle it right on top. But for me, I really love fresh bacon, so I'll be going with this instead. So right now I'm just going to start with prepping the bread, just because once I make the mac and cheese, I want to be able to pour it straight into here. So we're just going to start with this. And then I'm going to try to cut it into 3 different portions, just because I want to be able to make the most out of this. Okay, so right now we have our first piece of bread. The reason why I chose this bread is because it's not hollow and I feel like I could get like a nice little carving out of it, and then I could just use the rest to go on top. So right now I'm just going to start carving into the bread so that way I can get kind of a nice bowl shape out of it. Okay, so right now I'll just show you what I'm working on so far. So I cut a little square into here just because honestly it's easier to cut a square than it is to have to cut like a circle. So that's what I did, and then right now what I'm doing is I'm just like pressing in the bread just so that way there's more space in here for the mac and cheese, and that way I don't have to cut it out or anything. I could just leave it in here and just press it in. So now my bread is pressed in. There's no like weird holes in it or anything because I don't want any of it to come out the side. And then this piece that I cut off the top, I'm also going to press that into, and I'm not going to throw it away or anything. I'm actually going to use it as kind of a lid to put on top after. So we're just going to press this too so that way it doesn't push down on the mac and cheese. Okay, so now this bread has been flattened, and basically we're just going to do that for the other 2 pieces. Now I have 2 of my breads cut. Not going to do the 3rd one, just going to save it for later. As you can see, this one is obviously a different shape just because it's the middle of the bread, but it's totally okay. You can see the inside. And also you can feel free to use whatever type of bread you like. I just picked out this one because I thought it would be easy to cut, easy to carve into. I also really love French bread, and I'm not exactly concerned with the shape of it. I guess just as long as you can make it into some type of bread bowl, it'll definitely work out for this project. You just need something bread that you can put it into. So right now we have the mac and cheese, which is pretty much good and ready to go. I'm just reheating up the bacon, which I'm gonna crumble into little pieces, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. So we're almost done. Yes, awesome. And then after this, the next step is just gonna be putting it in the bread bowl. For this next part, I'm going to be putting the mac and cheese into the bread bowl. Hopefully it's not as difficult as it seems. Okay. And then also what I did with the bread bowl is I just lined the bottom of it with butter, and then I put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. Alright, so you're just going to continue to do this for a little bit until you have enough that you want.